Hi guys, it is the 3rd of the month, which means it is time for my Project 3 Uses update for the month of April. Project 3 Uses, also known as, it's on the chopping block, you guys. Am I going to keep it? Am I not going to keep it? Am I going to be able to use it the 3 times? We'll see. We'll see. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Andi, and I'm really happy that you're here. Project 3 Uses. Basically, the gist is I bring in products that I'm not sure about, that I've never used, that I don't think I like, any of all of the above, and I bring them in. I have to use them 3 times. I feel like after 3 uses, I'll be able to tell if I like it or not. And then I decide, am I going to keep it? Am I going to declutter it? Is it out of here or is it going back into my collection? I am doing this in collaboration with the beautiful Cici from Panning for Goals. I enjoy her so much, and I have really enjoyed doing this project with her. Okay, my thing, the way I'm doing it is I pick 5 items. So I have 5 items in here at any given time. All right, so let's go over what I had in here last. Let's start with the bad news first. The Baroque palette. This was the 2nd month in a row that I had the Baroque palette in this project to use 3 times. I used it 0 times. I have not used it at all. So therefore, it gets put back in for 1 more month because, and actually this was Cici's idea, but I loved it. And so I borrowed it. If I haven't used it at all in 3 months, it's going, because obviously there's a reason why I'm not reaching for it. I don't like it, or it's just not important to me. So this stays in 1 more time. The second thing is the e.l.f. Oh shoot, I forget what this was called. I know it's in the shade Flirty Birdie, but it's like glitter. It's a glitter eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow. And you guys, I don't like glitter. This was a free gift. It wasn't until after I actually filmed and realized and remembered, I should say, remembered that is a free gift. It is so pretty. It's really pretty. I'm just not a glitter person, you guys. I'm not. And I used this 0 times. Yeah, we're not starting off well. We're not starting off well, but it gets better. It gets better. So those 2 things are staying in the project. The next thing is the Batman. It is the Revolution Dangerous Love Batman palette. I did use this 3 times. You guys, I do really like the formula. I do. I don't like the color story. I like shades in it. I did 3 different looks with this, using 3 different shadows, or 3 different groups of shadows. I mean, I might have overlapped a little bit. All 3 of them looked exactly the same. But you know what? I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it because I did enjoy using it. I did. And so I'm going to keep it. The next thing that I put in was the Cara Beauty. And this is a blush palette. It's called You Make Me Blush. The reason that this was in here is I had never used it. Like, I might have used like 1 shade, but it sits on my shelf with my face palettes. And other face palettes get used, but this never got used. So I wanted to see if I liked it. And I still cannot remember where I got this. I didn't get it from a box. I didn't get it from Marshall's. I don't know where I got it from. But this is actually a highlighter. But it has such a pretty... It has such pretty shades in it. I used it 3 times. I like it. I'm keeping it. I don't know what the deal was. I used this shade twice. I used this shade once and this shade once. So I actually used it 4 times. I used it 5 times because I used the highlighter as well. I did. So I really liked it and I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. The last product that was in my Project 3 Uses is the Danessa Myricks Vision Flush. Ballet Slippers is the shade. Okay, quickly, because I just talked about this, but I thought that this was a lip product. I thought it was a lip and cheek product. And then I'm like, no, that's just a cheek product. Actually, It is a lip, eye, and cheek product, but it was in with my lips, and I don't really reach for liquid lipsticks anyway, and I thought it was a liquid lipstick. No, I've been using it as a blush. It is so pretty. It is so pretty on the skin. It makes you look like you have just the littlest from the sun, just this beautiful, healthy color on your face. And I used it more than 3 times. I stopped counting at like 7 times because I was marking them down and I'm like, okay, I've hit my 3 uses. I'm not going to keep counting. But I used it almost every day. I used it almost every day. So yeah, I stopped counting. It's so pretty. It is a little pricey. It's a little pricey. I got this from Leanna Dalton in friend mail. So lucky me. Lucky me. Okay, so those 3 things are rolling out. So I have to roll 3 things in, but I'm actually rolling 4 things in. Yes, so I'm going to have 6 products in here because there's 2 things in here that are very similar, so I'm putting them both in. Okay, the first thing I'm putting in, why am I putting in another eyeshadow palette? I don't know, is the ColourPop Cabana Club. You guys, I've used this. I used it like twice, and I don't know. I don't think I love it. You guys, I don't think I love it. It was very disjointed look that I did. I did, of course, all neutrals. But this, oh, you guys, this blue, that blue is such a beautiful blue shade. It's so pretty. And then there's a pretty, pretty peach. It's like a peachy shade. Those are so pretty. Why are they in a palette with browns? I have seen some really pretty looks with browns, beiges, tans with a pop of blue. I have. But I just don't get this color story. If I decide not to keep it, I will be taking these shimmers out. I will. I think the mattes are okay. I don't think the mattes are special in any way. But I mean, they're pigmented. They're nice. They're just a little patchy from what I remember. So I am rolling that in. They are pigmented. Look at that. So I'm rolling that in to see if I can get some use out of it, what I actually think about it when I'm paying attention to it. So that's going in. Why another eyeshadow palette? I don't know. Because I have a lot that I haven't used. Next up is the Color Crush So Susan. I took 2 blushes out. Let's put another one in. This is a cream blush, and it is pink. I got this in my So Susan subscription bag. I just did that on the wrong. Do it on this side. It's not very pigmented. It is, I guess it is pretty. It is pretty. Oh, it does have a beautiful glow to it too. I don't know. We'll see. It's not as firm as I thought it would be either. Yeah, that might be a good, and the reason I brought this in now is I think it will be a good spring to summer blush. So I'm going to try that. And then the last 2 things I'm bringing in are the same product. They're just different shades. And they are both Jaclyn Cosmetics. And they are called Shimmer Top Coat. It is supposedly a gel shimmer top coat, like an eyeshadow. The problem is I think they're dried up. And if they're dried up, I might try to refresh them. I thought it was supposed to be like a moussey texture or a jelly mousse texture. But they're pretty. They're pretty. There's that one, and it is in the shade Glassy. They are pretty, and they are Jaclyn. But I'm wondering if they're dried out. So I'm going to check and see. And then I might try to revive them with my Mayron mixing liquid and see if I can do it that way. Now this one is a little bit more creamy. And this is in the shade Icicle. Yeah, this is in the shade Icicle. It's this gold right here. They're very pretty. Very pretty. And I do like Jaclyn's formula on the things that I've tried, which is not a whole lot. I have a Jacqueline highlighter that I love. So that's it, you guys. Those are my products. Staying is the Baroque palette and the e.l.f. Glittery Mess eyeshadow. And then I am bringing in the Cabana Club palette to see if I like it. The Color Crush Pinky Pink blush. And the two Jacqueline gel topper thingy doers. Yeah, this one is definitely creamier than this one, but they are very, very pretty. So I will be really happy if they turn out to be something that I like. All right, you guys, that's it. Those are my items. I will see how I like them, and we will update again at the 3rd of next month. You guys, I really appreciate you being here. And until our next adventure, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.